Okay, so in this video, we're going to be going over a weekly review and I'm going to break down the trade that I won this week that has taken us up into 1.3% profit on the funding challenge, which I'll also show you how it's going. So this week we took one winning trade. We're in profit on the phase 2 of the funding challenge. So let's get into it. Okay, so we're on the account metrics for funding traders, my funding traders account. And as you can see, we started off with one loss last Friday. And then on Wednesday, we took a win. So now we're back in profit. We have to reach 5% profit target. So we're 27% of the way there. And so far, these are my stats. Win rate 50%, risk to reward 2 to 3.8, 2 trades, 1 loss, 1 win. They're the stats so far that you can see. This is the first time I'm actually breaking it down for you. So I'm going to cover the trade that I took this week. This is my journal. So it's this top trade right here. You can see that I had a high confidence in this setup and it was an A+ setup. So this is just how I track it. I've got loads of data up here, but I'm keeping it simple and just showing you these bottom 3 because otherwise it's too much. So we're going to break it down from the weekly. All right. So looking at this chart right here, my draw on liquidity was this high right here, also known as the CRT high, as some people say. And why I expected price to push up towards this level, we'll get into in a minute. But as you can see, price closed below this candle right here. Sorry, we closed inside the range after hitting a key level. This key level was really far to the left, but this one, the dotted line is a liquidity sweep, and this straight line is the mean threshold of a large fair value gap. And we closed inside this candle range on the weekly at this level. So that tipped its hand to me that we were heading towards the equilibrium of this range and then towards this high right here. So on the daily, once again, you can see that price is pushing towards these highs right here. We had this super strong bullish candle and then another really strong bullish candle here, leaving a strong wick below. So that tipped it on to me that we're likely going to attack these highs right here, over here to the left. And so I was looking to go long. Then on the 4 hour, as you can see, price was respecting bullish PD arrays. We swept liquidity to the downside. We filled this fair value gap right here. And this order block is not marked out. But we were respecting that order flow, respecting this fair value gap. So when I saw the price kind of pushing into this fair value gap right here, and we were in bullish institutional order flow with the draw on liquidity higher, I was looking for price to push towards these highs. So as you can see here, we're inside that fair value gap on the hourly. Not much to show you on the 1 hour chart. On the 15-minute chart, as you can see, price dipped below Asia low. This is also a power of 3. If you think about it in terms of the daily candle, this is the open, this is the lower wick, and then we're going to push towards these highs, which will form the body, right? So I'm expecting to get in below the open, inside that wick, right? So we swept Asia low, and then on the 5-minute, you can see we had a market structure shift and a fair value gap right here for entry. Stop loss below the low for spread, targeting the highs, recent swing highs right here for a 1 to 2.3. And then as you can see, it played out beautifully. And so we did end up winning that 1 to 2.3 right there. And this is essentially the same trade, but this is on GBP USD. And for whatever reason, I didn't take this trade. Personally, I don't like to be in 2 trades at the same time, especially on 2 pairs that are correlating, because if I'm wrong, then they're both likely going to lose, aren't they? So I prefer to just be in one. This is the one that I didn't take because it formed a little bit after. But this was like a 1 to 3.3, which would have been a way better one to be in. And actually, I prefer the setup on this one. This line here is a fair value gap, once again below the Asia, targeting the highs. So there were 2 setups on Euro USD and GBP USD, which I could have gotten into, but I only took one of them. And as you can see on the account, we're in profit on the account now. The chart is not loading. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed that, going through the actual trade so you can see what kind of trades I'm taking. Yeah, we won 1 trade last week. Everything was swell. We performed really well. We turned up every single day and did our best. We waited patiently for A+ setups. We executed fearlessly when the time was right, and we remained detached from the outcome of any trade Any trade I was willing to take, I was before I even took it, I was ready to accept it as a loss and was detached from the idea of the trade winning or making money. There was also a trade on Friday, which was, in hindsight, it was actually a terrible trade. And I didn't take it because there wasn't enough confluence, but it's something I'm going to have to journal because I was considering taking it when in reality it was actually just a shit trade. But for some reason, I thought it might have been good at the time. But other than that, performance was really good this week. The only thing that I have to note about this week is to make sure I'm going to bed on time because I got really tired in the end of the week because I was getting up at 5:30, but I wasn't going to bed until quite a bit later. Other than that, great performance this week. I'm not rushing through this challenge, just taking as it comes, and we'll see next week. Hopefully we have a good week next week. And the goal is simply to pass and just get one payout, not just one, but I want to have one to obviously positively reinforce my trading and to then start investing in other funded accounts to grow the capital to 7 figures and then use whatever money from that 7 figures to build my own capital and then start investing and all of that. Not to get too ahead of myself right now because now I can feel the emotions rising. That is exciting, which is a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing when your emotions get a little bit excited. So going to take a breather, I'm going to turn up and continue to do as I'm doing, trying my best, doing my best every day, back testing every day, journaling, tracking trades, reviewing trades every day. And with time, the results will come. And I'm not worried about chasing the results. I'm just worried about being the best trader I can be. And I think that's all you have to do if you want to succeed in this game. So as always, guys, join the Telegram if you want to hear more from me. I'm always giving updates and talking to people and etc. So follow me over on Telegram and also hit the subscribe button because we are at 750 subscribers, guys. So we're nearly at 1,000, which is awesome. We're going to hit 1,000 in no time. Then we're going to hit 10K and then we're going to hit 100K and we'll see where it goes from there. But if you want to be in the first 1,000, obviously hit the subscribe button right now. And I appreciate you very much for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.